Welcome everybody. Hello, wealth building family in Los Angeles. Awesome. Welcome Mexico. Welcome Peru. Welcome Ohio. Welcome everybody. All right, we're going to get ready to take off here in just one moment. Let me see here if I've got everything I need. Today is the 28th. So, let me just do this. Hey, Belgium's in the house. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Linda G is on. Okay, so let me go ahead and today. Okay, so let me go ahead and okay, so let me go. I don't know why it does that now. It used to not do that. Okay, so you guys can hear me pretty loud, I take it. Yes. Man, we've been having a blast today with the BRS. I want to tell you, probably, how many trades have I done? Let me look and see how many trades I've done with this BRS strategy today, or in the last so many hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all take profit. So I tell you what, having some fun. I had some friends over this morning. We've been live trading together, having coffee and currency. So that's been super exciting. Good morning, Noel. Good morning. Definitely youngest at heart from Lagos. Oh, that's so funny. Hey, Tradina from Detroit. Oh, yes. I have been bugging Kenny to death, going, because I don't want to teach this wrong. I don't want to teach, I'm going to change this date right here because it's going to say the 28th, okay? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what year it is. I was 4 years behind. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do that. Everybody right here, I want you to notice, we're going to give everybody a couple more minutes. Hey, Dave from London. Sanchez, no. There's been a few. Yes, there's been a few, but I've been also testing the strategy. Let's see. So my trades have been since, let's see. These are all, I look at my day history, so it's going to give me 24 hours. So I started at, some of these started at 8 o'clock, maybe last night, until today. So I'm just looking at my day history. But the ones that I did this morning, let's see. I did 4 this morning, starting about 9:30 this morning. All right, Daniel from Mexico. You know what? I'm going to download this video. I'm going to download this one so we can keep it. And this also has, let's see, I'm going to highlight this video is with Kenny teaching the BRS strategy. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this. I need to download it. Okay. I'm going to do this up here. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Fired up. I tell you what, we are having so much fun with this. You know, that's the whole cool thing about trading, is having fun, you know, And don't get down when things don't go our way. Just keep moving, just keep moving, just keep moving. Okay, so make sure whenever you make a comment in the chat, if you'll type your name at the end, please. So that way we know who we're getting the trades from. The chats from, sorry. Okay, now I'm just going to let you guys know. Let me see here. I'm kind of moving things around. Give me 1 second. I am moving my charts around on different monitors. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we'll look at some things because we're still working on teaching this strategy. So I want to make sure you guys get a good opportunity to see it. So if the web analyzer doesn't call, then a pair or something, then we'll be looking at some other pairs as examples, maybe previous calls, things like that. All right, so right now we're going to look at this AUD-USD pair, and so that you can see our BRS strategy. So it's really the same strategy as the rules that we've been doing, only without the MACD. Now there's some things that he's really found that make a huge difference, like the 5 candles, things like that, things that he noticed that we want to take careful watch of. Okay, so the BRS strategy, basically all you need is the Bollinger Band, the RSI, and the stochastic. And we can see here that it touched the band. This candle touched the top of the band. Oh, was there a cha-ching? I didn't see it. No, that was 11 minutes ago. Okay, and the RSI did not reach the top of the 70. So, you know, I don't know if Kenny would take this. Over here, it did touch it. Here it's in the zone, but not really, you know, above it. The stochastic is above the 80. And it's looking up. So, and the RSI is looking sideways. So we really wouldn't look at this yet until everything was going in our direction, okay? And this one, it's going to be, if we did decide to take it, it would be in the 3 pip. So Kenny, speak up and let me know your thoughts on this, because I'm still learning how you look at this. So Kenny, what do you think? Why don't you tell us what you think about this particular trade in the chat, or I can bring you back on Zoom. That's right. Which is okay. So this is so this would be in the 3 pip zone if we took it. We would take it even though it's not above the 70. Is that correct? Okay. All right. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on it, and if you want to come on Zoom, you could. That would be fine. I could set that up for you. Okay, so as we can see, it's still pushing to the upside, so we're not really looking at this one at this point. Okay, all right, so okay, so let me go ahead and set that Zoom up right now for you. Give me just 1 second. Yeah, I really like having, because we're still like, but there's all those variations. But what if? And so, there we go. There we go. Okay, Kenny. Yes, I can teach if you will ask the questions. That would be great. I mean, I think you do a fantastic job teaching it. And then there's some things that okay. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up that image that we did yesterday. It was great. See where my images are. There you are. I'm going to bring you onto the meeting. Give me just 1 minute. I'm going to lock this meeting. I don't really want anybody else joining it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me? Hey, Kenny, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, great. Good deal. Good deal. All right, I'm going to bring you into the meeting. Let me pull up a screenshot here. And we created this screenshot last night on the training about the zone because everybody was kind of having some questions about the zone. So we created this screenshot right here. And I'm going to share it on our Facebook group here in just a little bit. Okay, can you see it? Oh, let me share. I don't know if you're on my Zoom or just the imltv, but let me fix this. There you go. Okay, can you see this screen now?
I can see, but I cannot hear you.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second and I will fix my mic.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, let me fix my audio. Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing.
Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing.
Okay, I can hear you now.
That was a big delay. Are you on IMLTV and Zoom or just Zoom?
Okay, I can hear you now. Great.
I think we have a lot of feedback.
I am IMLTV and Zoom.
Okay, how about if I mute the Zoom and then, well, no, because you've got to be on. Let me see. Okay, let's try this and see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, we'll give this a go and see what happens. All right, so just for everybody, just barely. You guys can just barely hear me. That's so odd. I am talking right into my microphone, and my everything says it's really loud. All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and keep it moving here. So if you can see the screen, last night we made this 5 pip and 3 pip zone so that people they weren't quite getting that. So between the 60 and 40, that's your 3 pip zone. Is that correct, Kenny? All right, for some reason we have a really big delay on Zoom. I don't know why. Hey, Kenny, I think that you are not hearing me on Zoom. You're hearing me on imltv, which has the big delay.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop watching imltv and I go only on Zoom.
Okay,
Okay?
and then I'll put the questions over here so you can see them.
Yes. Okay, I put everything down. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay, great. I'll put the questions over here so you can see them. Once I get them situated.
I'm just gonna try also something.
There we go.
My wife wants to see you on my TV, so I'm gonna try. Okay. Everything looks fine now.
Okay. All right. For some reason, my IMLTV screen doesn't want to page down, so I'm going to let it do whatever it's doing. I may refresh it. Trying to get to the questions here. Okay, so anyway, so we created this image for the zone so that can help everybody understand what you mean by that. And then, but I don't really think that was so much the issue now. I just wanted to show you that. Let me see, where else are we at? Okay, so here we are, Mr. Kenny. We are looking at AUD USD. It's just come off the band. The RSI is looking down and the stochastic's looking down, and it's it looks like it's about in our 3 pip zone. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So here it's take profit 3 pips for the sell.
Okay. So this is AUD USD. And guys, this stuff, you have to go fast. The way this market's moving right now, you would have missed the trade and it would be over. So you don't have time to really lollygag. I think that's why so many people, everybody's in the trade and then somebody else gets in it later and they don't take profit when everybody else did. So you have to realize once it's a go quickly. And this one's in the 3 pip zone. So you just want to do a 3 pip take profit.
Lee, did you watch the news?
You know what, I did earlier, but I didn't for them. So I'll have to
Okay.
I'll have to show that, but I didn't for them. So I'll have to
Okay.
let me turn I'll have to show that. There we go. Okay, so now our Q and our questions are back for the chat. Something's really been strange over here. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I do need to be in the habit of looking in the news for them. It's on my checklist, but when I don't follow my checklist, I forget to tell them. course, we checked our news first thing this morning when we started trading, but let's see here. Really, that's the first thing you guys want to do at the beginning of your trading time. You want to be sure that you're checking the news. And so as you can see here, there's some news in 9 minutes on Brazil, which is going to affect the EUR. But all of these are, low impact. And all the way down to you get here to the Aussie news and the yen news. These are medium impact. Hey, Kenny, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if being on Zoom is causing my channel not to work, but my stream isn't coming on today for IMLTV.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
What I can do is I go off the Zoom, I go back on EML TV, and I answer the question in the chat.
Okay.
EML TV, and I answer the question in the chat.
Okay.
EML TV, and I answer the question in the chat.
Okay, that would be great because it looks like I'm losing the. Oh, it says we see you. Okay. Well, it seems to be okay. For some reason, it's really slow over here on my side. So maybe it's just my side doing it.
For me, it's the same. If you want that I answer the question in the chat, we
Okay.
go off the Zoom.
Okay.
So,
That'll work. Let's do that so we don't interrupt our TV session.
yes, yes. Okay. So I'm leave here and I'm come back on the
Okay.
session. Okay.
All right.
Okay. See you then.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. Here we are. We're back. I think we were just too much going on for it to handle. So we'll go ahead and continue. So as we can see here, there's like in 6 hours some Aussie news. So, we're good right now. We're all low impact. All the major news has already been done. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the web analyzer. See if there's anything that's come through. I know that we were having some issues with it earlier today. So Stephen is aware of those. He's keeping an eye on it and monitoring it. Dave, London session's always going to say high volatility because that's a very volatile market. Okay, so it's been 28 minutes since there's been any call on GBP USD. So we'll go ahead and if you got into AUD USD, make sure you have your take profit, and it probably already hit. I never did set mine. Actually, it hit take profit. 3 pips already. Okay, so AUD USD we hit take profit on. All right, let's go ahead and look at we're going to just take a look at OddCAD here and see. Again, you know what? I really like it to be a little closer to the top. Yeah, I would say too late for odd USD. Let's look at it. Yeah, too late for odd USD. It's already nearly down to the bottom. It's almost down into the oversold. Okay, so let me take a look here. One of my favorite pairs is EUR-GBP. It pays out a lot, but yet, you know, if it hits the stop loss, it also costs a lot. All right, so here we go. Hey, there's a cha-ching. It's on USD CAD. Let's look at that. Now, it's on the M5, but had it been on the 15 or the 1 hour, we would have taken it on the 5. So the RSI is looking in our direction. The previous candle got really close to the Bollinger Band. So what do you say for that, Kenny? Is really close good enough? Is really close good enough? And as you can see, the RSI is going in our direction, but the stochastic's still pointing up. So we're not going to look at that until we need that stochastic to turn. So Kenny, I got back, everyone. Okay. All right. So this candle right here, you won't count that as close or touching or anything, right? Kenny? No, we're selling, not buying. I'm not buying this. It's at the top of the band. We're selling it. Okay, Kenny. So I know here's 3 candles. It's not touching the top of the band. What I'm asking is, would you consider this close? So I'm not looking at this as a buy, guys. I'm looking at this as a sell. I don't know why it called it as a buy. I have no idea. But I'm looking at it and analyzing it, and I'm saying that this is a sell. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I think very close is a hit to me as well. I just wanted to confirm that with you. So now what we're waiting on is the stochastic to go in our favor. I don't know why the analyzer is saying it's a buy, but that's really weird. Okay. And now we have an error. Goodness gracious, somebody. Okay, so while that's all being worked out, guys, we're just going to kind of look at the market and look at some things that I want to check. Okay? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the web analyzer, but let's look. Here's EUR-GBP. It's at the top of the band. It did cross the band. As you can see, all 3 candles crossed the band. So now and the RSI is in the zone. It's right here at the 70 looking down, but the stochastic is sideways. So we would definitely want to wait on that stochastic to be looking down. So maximum we'll wait is 1 candle. We'll just wait and see what happens. All right, now look, Kenny, our Bollinger Band is looking down and our stochastic's looking down. So this is a sell for EUR-GBP sell. And guys, I think you're going to have to learn to be really quick, okay? Really quick. Quick fingers. And it's above the 60, of course. Then here goes our RSI back up. So 3 pips for EG because it is it wasn't above the 70. Is that correct? So I want to make sure that everybody understands the reason why we would only take 3 pips on this one is because it wasn't above the 70 coming down. It was already in the zone. Okay, it's back. So 6 minutes has passed. On this trade. So Kenny, is that a dead trade since 6 minutes has passed? Okay. Okay, Sanchez, we took 3 pip take profit on EG sell when it was a strong uptrend. Well, it wasn't a strong uptrend, was it? It had bearish, and these 2 candles hadn't happened yet. So it only had 2 there was a lot of bullish candles in here. Is that correct? So why don't you talk to us about this, Kenny? There's a lot of questions about, is this really a strong uptrend? Well, actually, yes. So here's the thing. There was some good bullish. Now, I know that Kenny says 4 or more or 5 or more, because we've been going with 5 or more. Okay, so really what Kenny was saying is when you have 3 red candles, so really we only had 2, so probably would have been better to have that 3rd red candle, but we were doing 3 pips. Yeah, we've been using 5 candles in a row. Okay, so you've been doing 4 or more today. Okay, well, okay, well, whatever we decide or you decide 4 or 5, we're going to put it in the notes and post them as a PDF. But I think we're going to be okay. This should probably push down here in just a little bit. Okay, let's see. That was UCAD by... I don't know why my screen keeps going black. No, Dave, right now we're just teaching the BRS and we're not really looking at that. I'm trying to keep it uber simple for teaching this. So I'm not really working on the moving average or anything right now, okay? We're just, for the BRS strategy, it's only what we're showing it to be. All right. So even the bullish dojis you don't count, Butch Boy? Okay, so in an uptrend, I'm going to put this on my notes. I might take a picture of this too. All right, so I want to do some examples. So let's look here. I think I'm going to screenshot this. Yeah, we want to keep it really simple, and so that's why I'm let me just save that image. Okay, so Kenny, when we're counting the 4 or 5 up, you don't count these dojis as being an uptrend. Is that correct? Yeah, a doji is a typically it doesn't have anything. It's like, let me see if I can get you zoomed in here. Let me zoom in on it. I'll show you what a true doji is, and then I'll show you okay, a true doji almost has nothing. It's typically just a line. So it's a line sideways and a line up. Okay, so that right there is a doji. And dojis normally mean a reversal. So it could be going up and reverse. Doesn't mean it's going to reverse a bunch. It just normally means reverse. And also it's an indecision candle. So the market doesn't know. Going up, we going down, what are we doing? So that's a doji. So it really kind of means nothing. Okay? Okay. So let's look at another one here real quick, and let's see. I want to see if we can, I don't want you guys to be sidetracked by that. Okay. Let's look at USD CAD here. So USD CAD, it hit the top of the band. It had one bullish, one bearish, one bullish, one bearish. So that's 3 bullish candles. So it would be okay. So right now we are looking at the RSI. It's not really above the 70. I would like to see some RSIs above the 70, to be quite honest with you. I'd like to get some good 5-pip trades, wouldn't you? Let me look at something else here. All right, so this one we're not going to look at because it's in consolidation. See how skinny this Bollinger Band is? Man, it is pouring down raining here. This one's in consolidation. Let me see. Okay, so look at this one. It touched the band 2 times, but how many candles do we have? 1, 2, 3. We're not counting this one, Kenny. 4, 5. So we would not take this trade because it has a bearish momentum. Okay, are you guys following this? You guys are having a lot of conversations going on other than what we're talking about right now. How many of you guys are new to the BRS strategy? How many of you guys, this is your first time on? If this is your first time on, okay, so yesterday on Tuesday, let me go to my notes here. Let me go to my notes and just show you. So on Tuesday, we have basic training for new people. There is a recording, but it says 228, and this video is teaching this strategy, all right? So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we are going to go a little faster. We're not going to go over everything as detailed. So I highly recommend that you go to it's imltv recording. Okay, go to this. And this is where yesterday we went into this in detail. You really need to watch it here on the imltv recording, because that's where we really, Kenny went over and answered all the questions. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Also, I believe this is where I'm going to look and see. I don't think this is our notes. I need to clean up my notes a little bit. I have some notes from yesterday. Let me open that file. Man, it is pouring down, raining outside, and I believe it says BRS Strategy. I think this is it. Oh, yes. But this isn't the one from yesterday. I have another one. I really need to clean these notes up. Nope, not here. I have to find the notes. Oh, I know where they're at. They're from last night. I do too many trainings. I can't remember everything. I get confused on what class it was on. I think this one has the notes that we're going to be putting in. Here it is. Yes. Okay, so we're going to be cleaning these up a little bit, and Linda's going to put these in our Facebook group so that you can have all of this information. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Here's our settings and our time frames, and I think I'm going to add a couple of images that show you the zone and all of that so you can have what all of this stuff means. Okay. Well, fantastic. ERGP took profit. We need to have our siren. There we go. Got to have a little woo-woo. Yay. Got to have a little excitement going on. Little party. Little dance party. All right. Woo! Got to get a little blood flowing. Okie dokie, y'all. Let's see. So Linda will have these ready. We're going to add some pictures and things. Oh, well, cool. I just, I don't want to do that reverse thing on the Bollinger Band. Okay. So I think the best thing is to keep showing you guys the rules and showing you how to navigate, okay? I think that's the best thing for us to do. How to interpret the rules. This is the BRS strategy. So here we have UCAD at the top of the band. Selling, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're interrupted with some good bearish candles. So I think this is a good potential 3 pip. What do you think, Mr. Kenny? Tell me what you think. Even though this is kind of sideways here. Not really, just 2 candles. Kenny, what do you think? Yes, I would do 3 pips on this because it's already down here in the 3 pip zone. All right. Now, again, what I'm saying to you guys is maybe I'm going to text it. I think I'm going to text what we're doing because it comes up a lot faster. Okay, so let's go ahead and look here. NZD USD 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of bearish candles. So we would not take this. No, we don't add spread. Don't worry about the spread. You don't add spread to your take profit or stop loss, guys. The only thing that you want to know about the spread is anytime it's more than 3 pips, I don't take it. If it's more than a 3 pip spread, I don't take it. We got in UCAD sell, but it's already hit take profit. All right, here we go. UCAD hit take profit. Woo, 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 woo. All right. There we go. I like it. I like it. So, let's see. Williams, if it says like this on your phone, if it says USD 1, 2, that means 1 pip, 2 pipettes. Okay, so you would take it. Okay, so let's go ahead and look here at here UJ. It just kind of did this big move. It looks like it's opening back up. So we'll see. I don't know about this. UJ maybe not. For a sell, we'll see. Probably, let's see. Guys, you have to have, like if we say we're looking at UJ, you need to have your phone open and UJ pulled up ready to hit buy or sell. Okay? If you're going to do that, you're going to have to do it fast. UJ is a sell for, you can do 3 pips, maybe 5 pips here. Five pips is okay. Okay. If you haven't gotten in, wait till your RSI is looking down. All right. There you go, guys. There's your sell for UJ. Market execution always. I never do anything else. Always market execution. Guys, never anything else. And, you know, if you... No, not too skinny, because it was just a small move. I mean, if it had been skinny for a long time, then yes, but no, it was big and just small for a minute, and now it's widening back up. Big, small for a minute, widening back out. Oops. Somehow or another I went backwards. Let me see what happened. Do you count the tiny ones? No, he doesn't count the dojis. I'm going to see if my web analyzer, mine's still black. Maybe here we go. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, for everybody that's new, I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, this is fast. I don't know what y'all are doing. It's going to be faster on Wednesdays and Thursdays, okay? Tuesdays is the day to watch the recording for beginners. We go real slow. We talk about every little detail. So today it's going to be a lot faster. Okay, let's look at, Linda said, let's take a look at NU. Okay, so again, I don't know. Are we counting all of these candles? So this is very bearish to me. So does that mean we take this for BRS? I thought no. Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm waiting on 3 bullish candles before I start doing a buy. Okay, this is too much bearish momentum, I thought. Maybe it's because you don't count these. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really know. I I'm thinking wait. For me, I would just wait. We wait. It's not a downtrend because of the little candles. Oh, okay. So it's only 1, 2, 3 candles. Every broker is going to have different prices by a pip or more. 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips more. Okay. All right, so not counting all of these, it's just 1, 2, 3. This would be considered 3 bearish candles. All right, so that's what Kenny's saying. He doesn't count these little candles. So really this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now you would just be waiting on the RSI to look up and the stochastic to look up. I can't get that to go away. There we go. Okay. So let me see. I'll go back to NZD USD to watch. All right. I just USD JPY hit take profit. All right. Very good. All right. It's been a really good day. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah, it's been really good today, hasn't it? Really, really good. Okay. What looks consolidating? Tatia, which pair are you talking about? Which pair are you talking about? I love hitting take profit too, but I'm okay. I don't have any like major conniptions if it doesn't, okay? Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, I cannot get my web analyzer to load. So that's why we're kind of just working off knowledge, I guess. Yes, don't watch the trades. If you watch those trades, guys, oh Lord, it'll just make you bonkers. All right, let me see. Somebody check the spread on EUR/NZD. What's that spread? Oh, 7.5 something. Forget that one. I don't take it. Is that 7 or 7/10? Hey, there we go. Let's see. Okay, USD CHF on the H1, but for the BRS strategy, we go to 5 minute. Let's see, 5 minute. And here we are on the 5 minute. And as we can see here, 2 candles back, it touched the band. So we're good. Now we need for the RSI to be looking down. The stochastic is already looking down. So all we have to do now is wait on the RSI. And then this would be a good potential trade for 5 pips. Okay. A good potential trade here. We'll watch it for 5 minutes, 1 full candle. Look at that. It's already gone black again. Oh. Okay. All right, so everybody understand what we're looking at. It was called on this candle. You can look, 2 to 3 or 4 candles back to see if it touched the band, which it did right here and here. The RSI is above the 70, but it's looking up, and we want it to be looking down. And anywhere in this zone here, okay, as long as it's somewhere in this zone looking down. Stochastic is above the 80 and it's looking down, as long as it's anywhere between, the zone. So as long as it's stochastics between here and here, we're good. Looking down for a sell. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll wait on that RSI to turn, reconfirm our stochastics looking down, and then we will, I will enter as a sell. You can do as you wish. Remember, I don't, I don't give advice. So have your MetaTrader 4, have it ready, okay? Have your MetaTrader 4 ready. Have it on USD CHF. Market execution. So all you have to do is hit sell or buy. Yes, if the wick touches, that's fine. No, not for the BRS strategy. We do not confirm on another time frame. We are doing the BRS strategy. And I can just tell you so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trades, all take profit, no stop loss using this strategy. Right now I'm 11 trades. Please, guys, what's the best strategy? The one we're doing right now. That's why we're doing it. This is the easiest one for people to learn. Oh dear, it took me. What were we watching? Oh Lord. What trade were we watching? I'll do it on another. I'll do it on another pair. I mean, on the. Oh, USD CHF. Thank you. I couldn't remember. Okay, so we were waiting on RSI to look down and stochastic. Okay, and it's looking down, so that's USD CHF for a sell. Okay. Yes. No. Less trades. Okay, so you may take less trades, but you can increase your lot size or on the trades you do take if you want to. Yes, 5 pips. Oh, I don't know. Kenny, now I have to ask you. I didn't look at this. We're not counting the little candles. 1, 2, 3. We're not counting those little ones. So this is 1, 2 bullish candles. Is that all we're counting? Bruce, way to go. That's awesome. 13 with the BRS. I love it. Awesome. You gotta post that on our page. That is fantastic. So we are using the BRS strategy with the IML web analyzer. Okay. It's having a hard time loading, so I'm going over here to my trading view and doing it because we're having problems with our web analyzer loading. Okay. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish candles in a row. We would not take that trade. This one, 1, 2. Oops. What do you think about OddCAD, Kenny? Yeah, I really like this strategy. To me, it's very simple, easy to learn, easy to implement. Okay, so here we have OddCAD. Looks good for a buy. As soon as the stochastic's looking up. Oh, it's looking up. The blue one. Well, makes sense. The blue one. That's your stochastic. Okay, sometimes you have to make it bigger so you can see that it's looking up. All right, it's the blue line. And when you read the notes, you'll see that is in there. So I'm buying OddCAD. Okay. All right, now if you guys are distracted and not paying attention when we call what we're doing, then you guys are going to get in really late. Okay, so GBP AUD is at the top of the band, but it has been in consolidation, so this may not be a good time to get in this trade. When it makes a weird bong sound, it means it didn't go through. Or it means that there's not enough money or something. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm supposed to be doing charting and analysis now, okay? So we're going to switch gears. Please don't ask me questions about the analyzing. We'll still take trades if the web analyzer calls any. We'll still take those trades, but we are officially switching gears. We're officially switching gears. Let's look at this NZD USD real quick. It's a buy for on the M5 for NZD USD. So as we can see here, 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I would say this is a downtrend. Personally, I wouldn't take this trade. Let's see. Kenny, what do you say about this one? To me, that's a pretty big downtrend. I know these little bitty candles doesn't mean a lot. Yeah, okay, good. All right, I just want to make sure that I'm on the same page. Okay, so for me, and Kenny says that he would not, this is a no-go. This is too many red candles, okay? Too many red candles. So I'm not going to take this trade. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay? I'm just going to leave it alone. All right, we are going to officially switch to charting. If we get a trade in, we will take a look at it, but otherwise, please, no more questions about analyzing the web analyzer. We're switching gears. It's official. It's time to chart. So let me go to our sessions. Let me load that. I'm going to go to imltv sessions. So if you just consider this gone. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's talk about charting. We will chart. I like to chart the USD and the EU for you guys because I really think that you need to pick a pair and stick with it and chart and get really, really good at, you know, what you're seeing, get master it, and okay, so what I'm going to share mine real quick, and then we're gonna chart from the beginning. Okay. So this is my EUR/USD chart. I know there's a ton of lines. I could go back and get rid of some, but you know what? I'm not going to. These are my support and resistance, my pivots, and we've been charting this baby live on IMLTV since like, oh goodness, we've been charting it probably since right in somewhere, I don't even know where. I think we've been charting this since over here in November. Oh, wow. We've been charting it since back here. I can't believe this. Okay. So, anyway, can you hear me? Quack. I am still on. Okay. So, here we go. We've been following the EUR/USD, and we have our channels. This purple channel here is my weekly channel. This green channel, this seafoam green, is my 1 hour channel. And so we've been, you know, just getting in and out with our support and resistance and really watching this trade. Look, I mean, it's just moved along nicely. And we've been, hope you guys have made some trades. Have you guys been trading the EU? Let's see this. Have you been charting and trading the EUR USD? Anybody, anybody? Can y'all hear me? Okay, first charting session, that's okay. I haven't. Oh. Okay, Charlotte is on GBP USD. Okay, first charting session. Not yet. Okay, what mental genius? What chart? EUR USD. Sometimes EU and UJ. That's the two I do. All right. We're Gucci. Awesome. First charting session. Okay. All right. Well, guys, this is this is really wonderful to look at swing trading, getting in long term, and getting these entries, and I know you probably get nervous, but that's kind of part of being a newbie on the trader. So okay, somebody can't see. Yeah, we're still on. Okay, so right now we have been in EUR USD literally since here, because now this is where I will use limits and stops and things like that. And so we had a sell limit here in the wick. I'll show you the candle. It was just beautiful. It was so beautiful, because it wicked and hit that limit, and I woke up. I think that was like in the middle of the night, because I woke up in this trade, and I stayed in it for 200 pips, took profit, and then got back in. So let's see, we got in here, stayed in till literally got out here at this one, and then I think it was more down here somewhere when it started bouncing. I did some buys and sells and stuff, and then got back in. I have all these like call levels telling me get in, get in, get in, get back in, hit the channel, and so we've been in. Oh, that's so funny. Hello, that's so funny. Yeah, I love to, I love both. So what I like about charting is you make the chart once, and then you just keep using it. I mean, you just keep using the chart. You update it a few times, or whatever. Maybe you'll make another channel, whatever you need to do. Like I'll post maybe my maybe I'll do my fib or something like that on it, and just whatever. So, but I try to take that off, because it gets, with all my lines, it really gets crazy. And I do more lines. I always tell people, don't do all those lines. But what do? I make all those lines. How long did those first 200 pips take? I just closed it out like this week, like a couple of days ago. So those first 200 pips, I got in on, it took 10 days. I got in on the 16th and got out on the 26th. And actually, it had gone to 15. It had gone to more than that. but I had what I did is I had my take profit, my stop loss moved into 200 pip because it was like almost 250 pips. And then when I was asleep, it hit my stop loss. I had my stop loss moved 200 pips in profit. Okay, so what happens in TradingView when you have your free account, you create your layout, and then every time you make a chart, it saves it. It automatically saves it. All right, so let's go ahead and look at charting. I chart EU and UJ, so let's go ahead and do that. Let me move this back over here. Get it over here all the way. Okay. So let me go to imltv sessions. And here we are. This is just my blank chart that comes up. All of my charts have my moving averages. You guys, I've just been using those since I started trading, so they are pretty much on everything I do. So, because I just kind of look at them for confirmations of different things. That's just a long time of using those. So you can ignore them or you can learn to use them at another time. All right, so the first thing that we want to look at is I want to always start with my monthly chart time frame, because I like to look at what the pair has been doing overall, and I always switch to lines. It's just easier for me to make my little channels. I can see where my tops are and I can see where my bottoms are right here. So these are called peaks, okay? And these are called valleys. Okay, here's your peaks and these are your valleys. Anytime a pair is in a downtrend, you're always going to draw your trend line on your peaks first, okay? So let's just say, for instance, I'm going to just do a trend line. I'm going to show you both. I use the parallel channel. So I draw a line from my peak to my peak. Okay. I'm going to click right there. And then I let go of my mouse and I come down here and I click. Okay. So now that's my channel. And this is on the monthly chart, and I color code monthly to brown, which it doesn't really look brown, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. Looks red to me. And then I lock it. Okay, so now I've got my monthly channel. I know that overall this thing has been making lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. Okay. Now I'm going to go to, and guys, it only takes, you can do this really fast. All this talking takes a lot longer. Now I'm going to go to my weekly, and I'm going to look at, let me zoom out, the last pivot. The last pivot. So what I mean by pivot is it was moving down, then up. It went sideways. It moved down, then up. So this is the last pivot, reversal, whatever you want to call it. So now this is on the weekly chart, and this is going to be my next channel, this right here. So let's do, I can show you how to do trend line channels or parallel channels. Either way, they're the same thing. Okay. I'm going to start from this one because it's sticking out the most. I could do from here to here. But see the way it cuts right through? Let me show you. See how it cuts right through all this? That's why I don't do that. Get this out of the way. All right, so typically what I do is I'll start my channel. I mean, it's easier if I just get rid of that one and do another one. I'll start my channel right here and go to the next one. And this is weekly, so it's purple. Okay, it's a little bit dark. I'm going to go lighter. Okay, and lock it. And I always try to get as many multiple touches if I can. All right, it kind of moved off my bottom one here. Let me kind of fix this. Doesn't want to move right. Okay, there we go. We'll work with that. It keeps moving. That's irritating to me. I'm about to delete that one and do it again. Instead of doing all that, it's easier just to start over. Okay. So now we know when price is moving in an uptrend, we buy from the bottom and you get out at the top. So you buy here and you get out. You buy here and you get out anytime you want to. Buy here, get out. So you buy low, okay? In an uptrend, you trade with the trend. Buying, this is long-term swing, guys, long-term swing. All right, so now we have our monthly and our weekly. Now we're going to look at our daily. Now the daily doesn't look too much different sometimes. Let's see here. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, so the daily doesn't have any major reversals. That, you know, I don't really have to. Sometimes what I'll do on my daily is I might do a channel here, but I'm not going to right now. I'm just going to leave it all on my weekly. But here is where I draw my support and resistance or my pivots, okay? So here we're going to draw. Let's take a look at 6 to 8 months in the past, which is, let's see, I'm going to draw a red line, vertical line, in about June area, because that's about 6 to 8 months back, okay? All right, so here's what I'm looking for real quick on the daily. I'm looking for the highest high and the lowest low. And I'm going to draw a line. And I'm doing this more fast than what we do on Basic Tuesdays. Okay, we haven't done this in a while, so. Okay, everybody already knows this is major resistance, major support. All right, I'll go ahead and type that in right there on our text. Let's see, major resistance. And this one's major support. We'll make it a different color because I couldn't see that other one. Okay, so now we have our major resistance, our major support. Now we want to find our entries and our exits. So first thing I want to do is any major areas where price stopped and reversed, whether it's up, going, I want to just draw some of those lines. And I'm going to change their color. Okay, maybe not blue because that's the color of my indicator. We'll make them purple. Okay, so right now, and I'm going to do it in the area of price. So right here's where price is. So I'm going to draw some lines where price reversed. I'm going to have to take away that. Let's get rid of that text. Okay, we'll get rid of the text. And I'm going to have to zoom in so I can get a little bit more accurate on my placement, because I really wanted this line to be right here above this pivot right here. Okay, price went up, bounced off that, and also you'll see it came down and bounced up. So this is a good area right here of support and resistance. Then actually right here is another area where price is right now. There's another area of pivot. And I usually do 2 or 3 above price and 2 or 3 below price. Okay. We'll just make it 3 because that's what I always say. So there is 1, 2, and 3 below, and we have 1, 2, and I'll do it right here, 3 above. Well, I'm not grabbing my bar. Okay, so here's price. I have 3 pivots above and 3 pivots below, not counting major support and resistance. All right, so now we can zoom in. And because we're on the daily, this is a lot of pips. Oh, there's a couple of... I can tighten these up a little bit now. All right, so if you get your measuring tool, you'll see that this is a lot of pips. That's 132 pips. Like from here to here is 71 pips. Okay, so this is a lot of pips, 247 pips. Okay, you guys can see that's a lot of pips. So you will want to make sure that you're going to take this down to the hourly, and we'll break it down to a couple more when we're starting to do entries and exits. But let's just say I'm going to teach you this, for instance. What we're looking for is when price comes to this area, it has a tendency to possibly bounce. So we're in a, we're really in an uptrend because we've been having higher highs. Move these down to where they're supposed to be. We've been having higher highs, so we don't have like a real confirmation that this has of any trend reversal, because this, you know, even though it's been moving down a lot, because you can see from here to here is 315 pips. So that's really good. Like I typically do a daily, let me go ahead and see if I can do one, a daily channel. It's just, it's been kind of going straight down. Oops. My daily color is blue. Okay, so as you can see on the daily, it has been in a downtrend. So on the daily, this has been in a downtrend. And you can see it's came all the way down, went up, came back down. So this is a, let me just zoom in on that a little bit. So this is what I've been trading. I've been trading this daily downtrend. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit. I'm going to tighten my line up just a little bit. I like it touching because it doesn't do any good if it's not touching, because that's going to be false information. There we go. All right. So now we can see how price was coming down. It hit this area and it bounced up, came back down, bounced back up, and came down. So now what we're looking for is now we want to see, you know, obviously it's not going to, I mean, I would love it if it just kept going down. That would be awesome. But price doesn't do that. The market doesn't do that. So let's go ahead and take a look on the hourly. And we're going to kind of see. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. Don't zoom in too much on your charts. You get this real closed-in view and you don't really know what's going on so much. Okay, so here we can see that we're kind of working in these channels. So what do I think? I may change this to an hourly. I may change this daily either to an hourly or a 4-hour channel. Let me look at it on the 4-hour. I don't know if it's my mouse or what, but it sure isn't wanting to. My 4-hour is salmon. Okay. Yeah, I like this a whole lot better. Even though I think on my other chart it's a 1-hour, so all of this is a breakout. And sometimes you know, like I said, once you create these, you're done. But to be honest with you, when I created this, all of this breakout wasn't here when I first created mine. So I might keep, oh, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is that price has gone down. It's touched this area of support and resistance that we really made from back here. We didn't make it because it was here. It bounced off of that. And so what we like to look for now is some entries. So now what we're going to do on the 1-hour, once you get all your channels done, so now I'm going to look for some areas on the 1-hour where price has bounced. So here we have support that was resistance. So what does this mean? We're looking to see if price is going to come back up here. If it touches this and closes below, it might test it, let it retest it, and see if it's going to close above or below. If it closes below it, then it's a possible area to get in for a sell. If it, you're in a downtrend here anyway, so you want to sell. So you want to sell off of these lines. Does that make sense? Okay. So here we are. We've got our support and resistance lines. These are where we're looking for entry and exits. So if I was looking, first of all, this would have been your number one area of entry. Getting into the channel. Actually, the way I had mine, I had it drawn on the 1 hour, and so it was a breakout, and once it hit the channel, then I got back in. And I can show you that instead. I think I want to anyway. Sometimes these things are just, there we go. For some reason. Okay. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because I had done this originally on my 1 hour. So it wasn't, when this broke out and then came back in, I was able to enter back in on the channel here as a sell. Now, for you guys that says, well, I missed that, how can I get in? Well, it came down, it bounced off this area of support and resistance, and I made that from over here. So when it broke through you're in a downtrend, you could have gotten in the sell again here. All right, you could have got in here and been in for like 30 pips now. Or any of these other support and resistance lines, if they break through and close below, then those are areas, that you can get in. Yes. Yes. In a downtrend, you're going to sell on the retest. Exactly. So for instance, if price comes up here and retests this, and maybe, let me go ahead and switch to candles for you. And I'm going to zoom in. All right, so here, this is where, this would have been an entry, optimal entry here. And then it broke out, and then it came back in and re-entered the channel. This would have been an optimal entry right here. It came down, it didn't even slow down. It just went right through that area. It came down, tested, retested, bounced, tested, tested, tested. It tested this one for a long time, and then broke through. So you could have gotten in this one as a sell. Now it came back up and retested it, but then it continued down. Don't get nervous here. And also, like I will, when I'm waiting to re-enter, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put it down on the 15 or the 30. So that one that was like just a straight through, I could have, it wasn't a straight through on the 15-minute. So it was testing, 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 broke through. That's when you could have got in. How did I know to get in during a consolidation period? Well, I don't watch. I watched it on the 1 hour, so it wasn't a consolidation so much. But what I do is is I'll put it down on a lower time frame, and if I can see that it's closing below, then I know to get in. You can put a pending order, but you really need to, it might retest and go up. So you want to make a call, use Call Levels. It's a free app on your phone. And when it hits that area, it sounds like the New York Stock Exchange bell going off. And you'll go look and you'll go, yeah, it retested, but it broke above. And I'm looking for a sell. And then so maybe wait again for the next candle. See if it closes above or below. Well, it closed above, but just barely, okay? So then your next candle, it closed below, so there you go. Now you know that you can get in. Yeah, I mean, this has really been ranging, range trading, basically. You could be, selling from here almost every time. But, yeah, it's kind of, right now, this is the 30 minutes, so it's slowed down during the day. It was moving more, as you can see, on the 1 hour. This was all, last night, so it was moving a lot. And then it's still moving. It's not really consolidating. It's just moving slower because London's closed. Dan, it's in the chat. Okay. So you really, on swing trading, especially guys, you want to move with the trend. Do not counter trend trade when you're swinging, okay? Please trade with the trend. When you are swing trading, trade with the trend. It's a downtrend, you're going to sell. Sell. Do not get into a buy when you're swing trading. Charla, that's awesome. Yay. Let's see. Jackie, you were wanting to ask a question about entries and exits. And guys, also, so if I got in here, where am I going to get out? What's my take profit on this? If I'm going to get in here, my take profit ultimately is going to be the bottom of the channel, okay? Ultimately, my take profit is the bottom of the channel. Well, that's why you drew all of your channels, okay? So daily is ultimately what I go with. Daily. Ultimately, I trade with my daily. For swing trading, ultimately, I trade with my daily. Daily is a downtrend. Here, it would have been an uptrend. Okay? I trade with my daily. Because I only swing trade for a few days, a few weeks, whatever. If you want to trade long term, then you're going to be trading with your weekly, and you're going to be in this for, months. Okay? Because from November to February, you would have been in this trade. You could have got out anytime you wanted to. Every time it hit, you could have got out, got back in, got out, got back in. You could have done all that. What interval is best to draw trends? What do you mean, what interval? Oh, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I mean, what I like about these is I put them in, and then, you know, once they're 100 pips in, or 50 or 100 pips, well, I don't do 50, but 100 pips in, then I move my stop loss to just below entry. Once it's like this was 300 pips or whatever, and I put my stop loss to 200 pips. Well, it came back and closed me out at 200 pips. So that was the middle of the night or whatever, so I got up and I got back in. Okay, everybody got that? Time frames I went through. That was the whole thing we've been going through for 40 minutes. I started on the monthly, then I went to the weekly, then I went to the daily, then I went to the hourly. Down here at the bottom, you can zoom in or out. There's a little plus and minus. This will refresh your page. And then also over here is a zoom in. So you can click on the magnifier and draw where you want it to zoom in on. I'm going to go back to the 1 hour. When I switch to time frames, then I usually go over here and hit the refresh, and it'll give me a little bit better view. Okay. And I did a trading view video. Please look at your chat. I did a trading view video on how to use trading view, how to set it up. All right, you know what? It's hidden, so you can't see it until you get your mouse down here by it. All right. Did that help everybody today? Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow we will do UJ. Okay? So what I'd like to see you guys do is I'd like to see you chart, do your first chart, and put it as homework. What you do is you say, this is homework, not a trade, and post it in our Forex Academy trades group so we can all take a look. And I will look at it and we'll talk about it. How about that? I'd like to see that. So tomorrow we'll do UJ. All right. Well, guys, it's already after 1. Tomorrow we'll try to get right in. We'll try to get right in the, oh, goodness. Yeah, we'll try to get right in at 12 o'clock on our charting, okay? I go back to the 1 hour for my entries and exits. All right, guys, tonight we're trading live at, let me go ahead and put this on here. Okay, so tonight we're going to be trading live in 7 hours. So let's post that right here. I think I have it on here already. Nope. Okay, so I'll start it right here, real big. Tonight we are trading live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is in 7 hours. Okay? Everybody got that? Right here. Everybody read that? All right, everybody. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I am going to hop out of this thing and go with the rest of my day. I have an appointment in a few minutes, and I haven't eaten today, so I'm going to grab a bite. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Good night, or good afternoon, goodbye, happy trading.